Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brenda, and for today's video we are going to be decorating my outdoor space, specifically the front door. So I hope you guys do enjoy today's video. And again, like my last one, we're going to be kind of like talking through it. I'm going to show you guys my thought process and everything, because if I don't, then this video is going to be like 2 minutes long. So anyways, hopefully you guys don't mind, and if you do want to see the end result really quickly, then you can go head over to my channel and to my shorts section, and you can see that in the shorts video. And if you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos, and let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the exterior in just a minute, but I wanted to show you guys the plants that I'm gonna be using. So I wanted to make sure that I bought something that I knew I was gonna end up using like throughout my home and not just for the season, specifically because they are live plants and I don't wanna just waste them. This one, I'm not sure where I'm gonna put her, but it's very pretty. I think I might do it like in the back area where the pool is. But the hydrangeas, I'm actually looking to have like, you know, a whole wall of hydrangeas. So I was like, you know what? They're white, so I think they're kind of Christmassy in a way, and they'll be perfect to replant once I'm done using them in the front door. And then I also got some of this, obviously the dirt or whatever, container mix. So hopefully that'll work. I was gonna grab the bigger bag, but I was like, no, like it's too much. So this is the only other one that they had that was like for basically all purpose. They both are from Lowe's, if I haven't mentioned it. This one is $28.99. It is so beautiful. It's a rosemary cone. So I think this will be perfect to style in the back eventually. So we're gonna be using that, and I'm also going to be putting these, and I bought 2 different pots, one that's shorter, one that's taller. That way there's, you know, some depth in between them and they're not the same height. And then I'm gonna show you guys what I did outside because it looks really, really good. Okay, so the weather is a little crazy right now outside. So while I wait for it to cool down, and then the sun is like blasting right on the door, so it's gonna be really hard to show you guys on camera. So I'm gonna wait for the sun to kind of set on the other side. But for now, I'm gonna show you guys this little DIY. So these wreaths are from At Home. I'm actually gonna zoom out because that is way too close. Okay, so these are from At Home, and I believe they are $25. I will link them in the description box below, but that's what these look like, and these do not have these little dots. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So this is actually a DIY I did last year, but we're gonna be reusing them again because I don't like wasting money. If I have something that's good, then I'm gonna keep using it throughout the years. And then I also picked up these little like white beads last year as well from Amazon, so I'll link those down below for you guys, but they look like this. And basically all I do is I just rip them off and then I hot glue them onto the wreath. And the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because I actually had a ton of them fall off. So we're just gonna glue some back on in some areas where it's kind of lacking. That way it looks full and pretty. And then I also purchased this really beautiful chiffon ribbon from Amazon. Hopefully it's not too bright for you guys to see, but it looks like this. And then I already opened it up, and it's, I believe, like an inch wide. I'll have it below, but it looks like that. I don't know why it's not focusing. Okay, there we go. So it looks like this. It's very pretty. Okay, so I glued the rest of the little dots that I wanted to add around here, and I just made it even all the way around. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the chiffon bow that I made, and I cut a little tiny piece of, from like the other like ribbon, just to make a tiny little like strand like this so I could tie it on. One of my favorite things about this specific wreath is that it's like double layered, so there's 2. It's, I don't know how to explain it, it's almost like a cone. So there's 2 different layers of this greenery, and it's, I mean, you can see the wire. It doesn't look cheap, but you can see the wire. And I like it because you can actually tie things to it really, really easily. And I'm just gonna take the little string, put it right through the middle, and then we're just gonna tie it onto the wreath here. Do 2 knots to make it nice and secure. Turn it backwards so you don't see it. And then if you like your bows to be a little bit more, you know, stiff so you can actually see like the loops, then I would probably go with like a thicker ribbon, like a satin ribbon, or one that has wiring in it. But for me, I kind of like the nice, like dainty, soft effect that this gives. You can't really see it, but that's okay. You know that it's a bow. It's just very dainty and soft. So then we just have this like this, and I don't know the length of this exactly, but I would just play around with it until you find a length that you like. And then if you get, you know, if it's too long, then you can cut it. But if it's too short, you can't make it longer. So I would just use more ribbon than you need. That way you have that extra room to cut it if you need to. So I'm gonna be using this ribbon right here just to show you guys, because it's a lot easier to manage than the chiffon. But once you get the hang of how to do it, then any ribbon will be easy to do. So ideally you want it to be still attached to this, that way you have a lot to work with. I'm just gonna pull out a good amount. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to leave this super long. Not super long, depending on how long you want it. Obviously for me, I want my ends to be pretty long. So I'm gonna leave a good amount. That way I have some to work with. So you're gonna do is you're going to go ahead and make a ear, almost like you're tying a shoe, like this. And I'm actually gonna flip. That way you guys can actually see it from your perspective. And now this is your piece, your really long piece. It's kind of hard because I'm like over here. Okay, there we go. So here's your little ear, and here's your long piece that's not attached to the sky. Now what you're gonna do is you're going to take this and you're going to wrap it around. You could literally grab some ribbon right now and do it with me. Now you have your ear inside this hoop, okay? And I'm holding it in the back like this. That way it stays. Now you're gonna make another ear over here, like that. Now you get 2 ears. And you're going to put this ear, the one that's on the loose side, inside of this hoop. And you're gonna pull it through, okay? It's gonna look janky. And now you're gonna grab the first ear and grab this one and pull. This looks so bad, but don't worry. You want it to look like this because then you can play around with it. So as long as you have it tightened and secured, doesn't matter, you've done it, okay? This looks really bad. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull it until you get the little ears that you want. And once you get really like good at this, then you can actually start playing around with this middle section to make it look a lot prettier. And I've been getting a little better at making this section pretty because I know how the bow works once it's tightened, so I can mess with it. But if you don't, that's totally fine. Twist mine like that and tighten it. And then all you have to do is just fluff the ears. And now you got a bow. And there you have it. Super easy. Once you get the hang of actually doing the knot and all of that, then it'll turn out a lot prettier and you'll have really, really pretty bows. Okay, the weather is so bad right now. It's really windy, so excuse if it's really loud out here. But I do want to show you guys a little bit of like the door. So I painted the doors black, and I used Black by Bear. It's literally like black, that's the name of it. And it's a beautiful, literally solid black color. I love it. I've used tricorn black before for a wall that I had like in my old office. I used tricorn black for that. And I think I used it for our theater room also, if I can remember correctly. But I really like this like just solid black that I found from Bear. I think it's probably a new color. I think it's from their Neutrals collection. But yeah, so anyways, that is the color that I used for the doors. And then for this like garland that's lining up here, and I'll show you guys a bigger overview in just a minute once the sun goes away. It's like almost gone. It's only covering the other side of the door right now. But I initially had it on the arch of this entryway, but unfortunately this is stucco, as you can tell. And I've tried hot glue. That worked for a good minute. It worked last year. But unfortunately these are really heavy, and the sun hits on here so much that it heated up the glue, and they would keep falling. So the hot glue situation just wasn't working out because these were heavy and it just wasn't working. So I was like, okay, what should we do next? Then I had some of you guys on Instagram tell me to use a staple gun that it'll go into the stucco. We tried that, unfortunately it didn't work. We tried different pressure levels, still didn't go in. So we decided to move the garlands to the doorway instead. And luckily there is like wood trim. I don't know if you guys can see that. there's like a little bit of wood trim right here, which is exactly where I was able to staple into, and it worked perfectly. So it did not go into stucco, but thank God there was a little bit of wood trim around the door, and that's what we used. So that is what I used for this. And then the garlands that I use are a mix of from last year and this year. This one right here, if you guys can see that, this is the exact same one as this wreath. It's from the same collection. So it's from At Home. It might be sold out already, but I'll try and link it for you guys down below. And then the cedar one, I don't know if you guys can see that, this one right here. This cedar one right here, I'll give you guys a close-up later. But this one is from a Walmart collection. They released a new one. It's a little bit more expensive from the one that I purchased, but it's the same one. It just has pine cones on it. So I'll link that one down below as well for you guys. Okay, and before I get my hands dirty with the dirt and all the planting that we're gonna be doing, I do wanna talk about today's sponsor, and that is FabFitFun. So thank you for sponsoring today's video. I'm so excited to be working with them because I've always loved their boxes. And today we have some really exciting things in this box, which I'm so excited to have because if you guys don't know, FabFitFun gives you full-size products. Yes, full-size products. And one of the products that's in here is like, I've been needing it, but it is so expensive. And literally the box itself is like almost the same price as that one product. So I was like, that is literally a win already. So if you're not familiar with FabFitFun, they are basically a subscription company where they have these awesome boxes that you can customize to your liking. So you can actually pick the products that you get, and you also save a lot of money because a lot of these products altogether are worth a lot more than what the box actually costs. And also by being a member, I get exclusive deals that nobody else has access to. FabFitFun is also the perfect gift to give to anybody, specifically for my older audience. If you have any granddaughters or daughters that love a bunch of like different products and you just don't know what to get them, this is perfect because it literally has a bunch of different items. And I'm gonna guarantee you that once you see what's in this box, you're gonna be like, oh my God, like this is gonna save me so much time and stress and not knowing what to get these children. I can just order this. And if you're watching this video, then you are right on time because they are gonna be having their biggest sale yet, which is their Black Friday sale. You're gonna have products up to 70% off. So definitely make sure that you click the link down below if you are interested. I will also leave my code right here on the screen so you can use that as well. But anyways, let me go ahead and show you guys what is inside this gorgeous box. So now I'm sitting on this side so I can talk about the products a little bit more and also how you can sign up and how everything works. So I do want to talk about the Ouai spray because honestly, I'm so excited to have this. I love using their products. I'm actually like a recent Ouai user or customer or whatever, and their products are expensive, you guys. And when I saw this like full-size thing in that box, I squealed. I was like, oh my God, like I literally just ran out, and I had like the travel size ones too, and I finally have the full size. So this is really exciting, but everything here is honestly such a vibe. Like seriously, I feel like anybody would love this as a gift. You got your cocktail glasses, you can make yourself a drink, go take a hot shower, then put your leave-in conditioner on, put your robe on, and then put a mask on, put some perfume so you smell nice and good, and then do your nails. Oh my God, this is like a whole like pampering kit almost. So anyways, I'm so happy with everything that I got. And if you are interested, there's two different ways that you can sign up. So there's a seasonal membership, which basically you are billed every 3 months. And there's also the annual membership, which you pay up front and you save a little bit more money. And depending on which one you sign up for, I do have 2 different codes for you guys. So if you want to do the seasonal one, then you're gonna use the code Brenda, and you're gonna be getting 20% off your winter box. And if you sign up for the annual subscription, then you can also get a $200 gift by using my code BRENDAGIFT. And if I didn't mention before, the winter box is also valued up to $350. So you are getting so many products for such an affordable price. But anyways, thank you FabFitFun for sponsoring today's video. And if you are interested, go ahead and click the link down below in the description box. Make sure you don't miss out on this Black Friday sale. And let's go ahead and get to planting. We're gonna go ahead and set up our flowers over here in this corner. Unfortunately, I can't do it on the same. I can't do the same thing on this side because, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that. but there's like no gap over here, so it would be right in front of the door, and obviously that's our walkway. So it's only going to be on one side, and there's like a little bit of a gap here, if you can see. So I can put plants over here. My idea is to put the hydrangeas probably up here, and then the rosemary at the bottom. But we'll see, I might end up changing my ideas. So one big mistake that I've made in the past is not buy these little saucer plates. And in my backyard, when I water my plants, there's always dirt like seeping down into the concrete. It looks horrible. So always buy these little saucer guys. And this time I decided to get them. They're really cheap. They're only like $3. So if you get the plastic ones, I think they're like $1. But I think these black ones kind of match the aesthetic a little better. So these I got from Lowe's. They're not anything fancy because eventually, once I'm done here, the hydrangeas are going to be planted either to replace these bushes, because these bushes are pretty, but I'd rather have flowers. So it might end up replacing these bushes. If not, they're going to go on the side yard. And then the rosemary, I'm actually not even going to take it out. I'm just going to put it in the pot like that. See, that's so easy. I'm actually going to move the camera so you guys can see this a little better, because this bush is like blocking the way. Okay, this wind is so bad, you guys. I'm so sorry. I might end up doing a voiceover because, oh my god, it's getting really bad. Okay, so here we go. We got a little rosemary, and also because it smells so strong, whenever people come to the door, it's gonna smell amazing. So I'm very happy I picked this, actually. I like that idea. Or should I switch it? Should I do this instead? No, I kind of like that. I like that idea. One of my favorite things too about my decision to use hydrangeas is that this exact dirt is going to actually nurture these flowers, and then when I want to, you know, move them over and replant them into that area, this dirt is already fertilized with them, so I have more dirt to work with. So now my goal is to try and not murder them, and hopefully I do it right. This smells amazing. I am so happy I picked that up. I think I've said that like a million times now, but this smells so good. Like, highly recommend getting rosemary for your front door, even if it's just for the holidays, and then replant it somewhere else. That's why I didn't take it out of the pot. Wow, I love this. I do think this would have needed a little bit more height for it to be like, oh, that's heavy, like up here. That's okay. Garland over here. And let the bows dry. And there we have it. That looks really good. I can't wait to show you guys once this is like not, you know, blown out of, you can't even see it because of how bright it is. Looks really good though. So that is how my entryway turned out. Definitely let me know how you guys like it, and let me know if you guys want to recreate it as well. But anyways, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.